Okay, so after asking Snapchat AI, what's the best devil fruit? Like, make up an original devil fruit for Zoro.
Yep.
It came up with the blade fruit. And I'll just read out what this says. So it says this devil fruit would enhance Zoro's swordsmanship skills even further. It would allow him to transform his swords into different types of blades, like a flaming sword, a lightning infused sword, or even a blade that can cut through any material. With this fruit, Zoro would become an unstoppable force on the battlefield, slicing through his enemies with incredible precision and power. It would be a perfect match for his swordsmanship style.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, so is it saying that? Wait, you go.
Like, obviously, it would help out, and I like him having three swords as well means, like, I guess, like, each sword could have a different sort of thing to it. But having like a blade that can cut through any material, like, he could already sort of get that through just enhancing the sword with haki.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like,
Yeah, obviously, like, we assume eventually he's gonna get a black blade. We've spoken before about it being the sword he got from Kuina.
yeah. The curse. That's a curse one, isn't it? Is that what
I don't know if it is cursed, that one.
That's
No.
no. He lost that one. No. Yeah, from when he was a kid. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think this is cool, like a flaming sword. Yep, wicked. I don't know. Like, it would just enhance his offensive, I guess. Same with the lightning. I don't think it's going to do anything huge.
Yeah. So the thing with devil fruits, though, how wouldn't it be more like when you have a devil fruit, it affects your body more than like the sword? I don't know if it's
true.
You know, maybe I don't know if it's trying to say like it's just like an extra form of haki, but I don't know. I think that's just a rogue fucking against.
Yeah, well, I guess with that, maybe it would work if it went more into a sword. If he chose a sword to put that devil fruit into, and then that sword can sort of change.
Ooh, yes. Well, we still don't know anything about that, so that's still
No,
up in the
but
air.
we are with Vegapunk at the moment. He's the man. Although he's not in a good place at the moment. He's not feeling so good, but he's got the knowledge.
Look, I don't think he's dead. I really don't. Like, we have not
Well,
seen
he's
enough.
not yet. He's still breathing.
And he's still got his other, 7 Vegapunks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll live on.
All right, what's the next one? That one was cool, but bent.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Like I said, like, it just gives his swords more offense. Like the flaming sword, like, say he's got like a sword clash with someone, and the flame can sort of just take over and give a short little burst or something like that.
Yeah,
He
it's a
just pointed
buff.
it back off.
Sure.
The electricity could give him sort of like a stun effect. When they clash swords, the electricity goes through his opponent's sword as well, stuns him a little bit.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty wicked. Maybe his sword could just change shape, like turn into like a whip or a bendy one, like that bloke in Dressrosa had. He sort of had like a bendy sword.
Yes, that's right. You know,
Yeah,
that's an actual
that's all
thing.
sorts of things.
In India, they have these like fucking swords. I forgot what they're called, but they're like flexible, and they used them like years ago. It's like fucked.
Okay.
It's fucked. But I don't know if Oda's taken from that. But yeah, go on. So what do we got for another one?
Okay, so another one. Okay, so we're going with Zoro. Next has to be Sanji.
Yeah.
This one's saying searing smoke fruit. So this devil
Okay.
fruit would give Sanji the ability to generate and control scorching hot smoke. He could create dense clouds of superheated smoke that could burn his opponents and obscure their vision. Sanji could use this ability to create smoke screens for stealthy maneuvers or unleash devastating fire and smoke-based attacks. It would add a fiery twist to his fighting style and make him even more formidable in battle. So, look, giving him like extra heat, like, I don't know what AI is talking about. Like, he's already got blue flames.
You know what it might be saying is because he's a smoker, he may be able to like fucking take a massive drag and just be like, You know what
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be tough.
Yeah.
But
Kinda
yeah,
like
look,
smoking
that
it.
I could see that being pretty OP. He just like as he's fighting, he just quickly just like puffs out this like smoke cloud and then just like speed blitzes out of this smoke cloud for like a sort of like a little sucker punch type thing. Like just sort of like gets a good kick
Yeah.
in. They don't see him coming. As well as like the smoke being like heated as well. So his enemies wouldn't want to
Yeah.
be in there. They don't want to go in there, but him with his extra durability in his like in his body, like his what do you call it? His like science created
Oh,
hard shelled body.
yeah.
He can sort of like the searing smoke's not going to affect him so bad. So his
Yeah.
enemies won't want to be in there because they'll take damage. Whereas it doesn't bother him. He could just hide in the smoke, no trouble whatsoever. And yeah, use observation haki to sort of sense where they are outside the smoke.
Yeah, but
I think that'd be pretty good for him.
for sure. I feel like that would have been good in the first maybe 4 arcs when we didn't know what haki was, and now every
Yeah.
person we fucking like the crew faces, they all have observation. So I feel like the smoke wouldn't be that good. It would be good for low tier enemies, like back in the day. But I feel like you'd pull that shit on fucking Kaido, like they're just gonna like crush you. Cunt.
Yeah,
Like,
Kaido doesn't care about a bit of smoke.
yeah. I like that one though. These are good. These are good. Keep them going,
Okay, so next is your boy Shanks.
my boy.
Yeah, your boy. So this devil fruit is the storm fruit for Shanks. Now I know that's already one that people think Dragon might have, but let's just see what this has to say. This devil fruit would grant Shanks the power to control and manipulate storms. He could summon powerful thunderstorms, control lightning bolts, and create fierce winds. With this ability, Shanks would become a true force of nature, using the storms to his advantage in battle. He could unleash devastating lightning strikes and create tornadoes to defend himself or attack his enemies. He would be an awe-inspiring and fearsome power that matches Shanks' legendary status as one of the strongest pirates in the world.
Yeah, look, I like that.
It does
I
sound
would-
OP.
Yeah,
I mean, just controlling lightning bolts, like that's pretty.
I'm just
like, we've already
picturing
seen
that with haki though, dude. Like the man's already god tier with haki, and then just like all this like it's just like fucking Whitebeard, dude, when he does the fucking I don't know, the Quake shit. Like everything, like the whole environment's just fucked. That's what I would picture with Shanks, dude.
Yeah, definitely some AO. What is it called? AOE crowd control damage. You know, he could take out a whole crew with that easily. Just summon some OP thunderstorm if you imbued with haki. Conquerors coded, like just devastating.
Well, I hope that's what we see with Dragon, like because it's everyone's hinting at that.
Yeah, everyone thinks this is what Dragon has.
Yeah, I would love to see that. But yeah, it's a good one. I feel like Shanks could easily have some better ones, dude. But like that would still be, I'm picturing in my head, like, yeah, it would be unreal. That would be unreal.
Force of nature. I think that's definitely suited for Shanks.
Definitely. All right. What's next?
Okay, next we've got Garp. So
Here we go.
yeah, Snapchat AI has given Garp the Comet fruit. So already that's sounding like it's Fujitora's, like the gravity bringing down the meteors.
Yeah.
So this devil fruit would grant Garp the ability to harness the power of comets. He would be able to summon and control comet-like projectiles, launching them at his enemies with incredible speed and force. Garp could also channel the energy of comets, enhancing his physical strength and durability to astronomical levels. With this power, he would be a celestial force to be reckoned with, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. It would be a fitting ability for the legendary Marine Vice Admiral Garp.
This is okay. I was expecting bad things from a fucking social media AI, but
Yeah.
like you know when you like obviously everyone thinks Fujitora comet fruit, but it's not. It's gravity, and one of his moves is fucking bringing down like a moon.
Yeah,
Fuck it
so
up.
from first glance, it definitely just looked like he was just giving us Fujitori's Devil Fruit again. But if you really read it, it's like it's talking about giving Garp incredible speed and force, uh, which is like comet-like. So meaning that his punches are going to be like comet-like punches, like
That is
as
hectic.
powerful as a comet, is what it's saying. So
Look,
that just sounds like a huge buff. We
yeah.
already know his strength. I think it's also fitting with his attack, Galaxy Impact, the one
What
that
one
he
was
used
that
to
one?
sort of. That's the one he devastated the whole like city.
Are you
No, I mean,
talking
it was like
about
that-
Fujitora or Garp?
Garp.
What fucking city did Garp destroy?
When he's fighting the Blackbeard pirates, dude. Come on.
Oh, you mean recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought you meant way back.
No. Before he got bloody shanked, he
Yeah.
he used, I believe it was Galaxy Impact,
Yeah.
nuked this city or this town. Yeah, I feel like that's that comic like power.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were fucking saying Fujitora, and I was
No,
like, "What
no,
are
sorry.
you? What's going on here?" Yeah, no, that is OP. But like, I low-key think Garp already has, and we've already argued this. Not on fucking recording, but I reckon Garp is still top tier, dude, and I reckon he can still punch like that. You know
Well,
what
I reckon
mean?
he's dead. But
No, nah. Yeah.
like we'll talk about that more another time. But
Yeah.
yeah. We can talk a while about our thoughts on Garp right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Garp's already got that otherworldly strength and speed. His haki's insane. This does sound like it's just gonna give him that extra buff on top of all of that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He would probably be the strongest fucking person.
Oh,
in the
hands
One
down.
Piece.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah. What else we got, my friend?
Okay, so next one I actually love. I think so. This one's Frankie,
Yeah.
and it has given him the Colossus fruit. So
Okay.
I just think it suits him very well. So this devil fruit would empower Frankie with the ability to grow into a towering giant, similar to a colossal statue. He would gain immense size and strength, towering over his opponents and striking fear into their hearts. With this ability, Frankie could unleash devastating punches, stomp the ground with earth-shaking force, and even use his colossal form as a shield to protect his allies. It would be an incredible addition to Frankie's already impressive arsenal and make him an unstoppable force on the battlefield. So Snapchat's come up with this awesome fruit. Like I love this. Imagine Frankie in his what do you call it? His robot armor.
Okay.
Battle Frankie or whatever it's called. And then just going into this massive giant Optimus Prime looking thing. And just, you know what I mean? I feel like that's
Yeah.
tough. It'd be the size of a giant, you know, like
Well, you know what would be good?
obviously we've seen the giants are a huge threat in One Piece. They were just pretty powerful. But imagine Frankie being the size of that, him as like a cyborg himself, or missiles and stuff like that. It just takes what he has already and just makes it like much more devastating.
Yeah. Well, what I'm picturing it as is that Frankie is sorry, my computer just turned off.
Oops.
Sorry. No, it did turn off. It just went blank. But yeah, what I'm picturing is Frankie. Like, what? Okay, picturing a better fruit would be Frankie's able to make things bigger. So when he touches himself, like, so he's still got those like things he can do. Like, it's not him just turning into this fucking massive freak. It's like he can touch himself and then turn himself to a certain size, which can be more controlling.
Well, that's already a devil fruit in one of the movies. I don't think you've seen it yet.
Okay.
But one of the villains would make other objects bigger. And yeah, he had a good strategy with that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think definitely be able to use that to make all his weapons and things like that bigger. Like Frankie would definitely get a huge advantage from that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that's the best one so far. I could definitely see Frankie needs a fucking buff, dude.
Yeah, dude needs a power up. He's been,
Yeah.
kept back in the in the shadows a bit.
Yeah, okay. All right. What do we got?
Okay, Mihawk.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. This is a bit of a weird one though. So, this one is the Falcon Eye Fruit. So obviously, Mihawk being Hawkeye, it's AI has just told us Falcon Eye Fruit. So this devil fruit would grant Mihawk enhanced vision and the ability to see great distances, just like a falcon. He would have incredibly sharp eyesight, allowing him to spot even the smallest details from afar. This would give him a significant advantage in battles as he could anticipate his opponent's moves and strike with precision. With the Falcon Eye Fruit, Mihawk would truly live up to his title as the world's greatest swordsman. So, first of all, I think like Falcon Eye Fruit, I think that's just taking a small part of like what could just be a Falcon Zone Fruit. You know what I mean? So instead of just making him a Zone Falcon, which would give him like huge buffs, especially as a swordsman, we already saw with King, like having wings, and well, I mean, he wasn't technically a swordsman though, I guess King, but Mihawk could have the ability to fly as well as he'd still have that same eyesight, the Falcon eyesight.
Yeah, well, who was that guy back in Alabasta? Was it Alabasta? He was like one of the king's side.
Yeah,
like,
that was I think his name was Pell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, was
what
he
did
a
he
Falcon
have?
or was he a Hawk?
I swear it was a falcon.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, well, fuck it. But what I'm picturing is Mihawk able to like analyze like move. It's just like observation. Like you can they can see things slower. What I'm picturing is like him able to predict like each movement before. It's just like fucking what's his name from Katakuri. Like he can see in the future, but not
future
as,
sight. Yeah,
not as like fucking insane.
Well,
But,
I think this
distance,
is like I think if Mihawk just had observation haki, we assume he has it. I don't know if it's shown any of him with observation, but I think this is pretty much just saying like if he had advanced observation, that's all it's really giving him. Other than that, it's just being able to see small details from afar. Like he's just able to sort of zoom in. He's like scope in.
Look, that would be insane. But yeah, scope
It
in.
would be insane, but as a swordsman, you're a close range fighter. Like,
yeah, you know who would fuck with that dude is Van, whatever his name, and
Van Ogre?
Van Ogre, dude, having something like that, and just fucking shooting something on the other side of the fucking
or our
world.
boy Usopp.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Well, speaking of our boy Usopp,
yeah. What do we
so
got?
AI has said, "Ahoy there, matey! I've
like
got a
this
devil
segue.
fruit idea that would be perfect for Usopp, the brave sniper of the Straw Hat Pirates. How about the trick fruit?" This devil fruit would give Usopp the power to create illusions and tricks, turning his enemy's perception upside down. He could conjure up lifelike illusions, making it difficult for his opponents to distinguish between reality and illusion. Usopp could also create decoys and traps, further confusing his foes in battle. With the trick fruit, Usopp's already impressive sniping skills would be taken to a whole new level, making him a master of deception on the high seas.
Well, that's probably the best fucking one I've heard, dude. That would be right up his alley because he's already a bit of a fucking cunning little guy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely a trickster.
Yeah, I'm picturing like mirages, maybe like he's just putting shit up, like.
Yeah, well, if you remember Enies Lobby, Nami versus the CP9 agent, and Nami was able to use her.
Yeah, in the bubble room.
Yeah, what was that
Yeah.
weapon she had? But yeah, she brought the bubbles out, was able to sort of clone herself, make these illusions.
Yes.
I think Usopp would be able to do that, but much easier. Probably do it even more so, like be able to get more out there. But be able to tie all that
realistic.
in, be able to tie all that in with his sniping capabilities as well as the different sort of like bullets, like his different seeds he uses with his sniping. I think that's a huge buff for him.
Oh yeah,
Huge buff.
It would take him from the bottom to like don't know, top 4 in my opinion of the crew.
Top
If he
4 in
was
the
able
crew.
to, I just meant like if he was able to like
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
some shit like that, like
Yeah,
able to
100%.
like confuse Kaido or like any. I'm using Kaido because he's fucking strong, but like being able to like just confuse huge opponents because anybody's so weak, like that would be game changing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 'cause
especially for
he'd
Luffy
avoid
and
taking
Zoro.
damage a lot more. So,
Yeah.
obviously, if Usopp's not taking any damage, he's gonna, get some more shots off.
Yeah, more of like a support character than like
Yeah,
a fighter.
I guess it'd be crazy. Like, he could just sit back and sort of have an illusion in front of him that sort of makes him invisible where he is, but could also have all these illusions around. So his opponent's looking at all these illusions around him in this battle, whereas Usopp's
Yeah.
sniping from way back.
Yeah,
know what I
dude, that's yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. It's a shame we're never gonna see any of these, but keep them coming. I'm liking it.
Yeah, well, I guess I should move on to Nami since we spoke about her. So
Yeah.
this has given her the Echo fruit. So
Okay.
this devil fruit would grant Nami the power to manipulate sound waves. She could create a powerful sonic blast, mimic any sound she hears, and even create sonic barriers for protection. With the
But this-
Echo fruit, Nami would become a sonic sorceress, using her control over sound to disorient her enemies and communicate with her crew from a distance. It would be a soundtastic addition to her abilities. Yeah,
Could've
sorry, what
left
were we
the
going to say?
Soundtastic.
I'm just reading what AI is telling us, alright?
Yeah, I know. Look, it's
Sonic sorceress?
yeah. No, I only issue like was as soon as you said that, I thought of Apu straight away with his music fruit, whatever it is, where he can like manipulate
okay, I
sound waves.
gotcha.
But
Yep.
when you said able to talk to people from distance, like I'm picturing her like mid-fight, like whispering to like Luffy on the other side, like telling him things.
Yeah.
Like-
that would be pretty hype.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. But
I
also
mean,
like
in saying that, it makes me just think like Robin could do that. You know, she could just get like a mouth out on like grow a mouth on someone like Luffy, and just like speak in his ear.
have we not seen that's so true. Oh, because we've seen it with
know if
the
we've seen
ear.
that.
We've seen it with the ear, like eavesdropping, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Cool. So sorry. Yeah, so what else we got? I like that one though. That was real
Well,
nice.
yeah. So I
Unless
just
you
want to
wanna
keep talking.
elaborate more. Yeah.
So it's saying like sonic barriers for protection. I feel
Yeah.
like just like I'm trying to visualize that. I can picture that just looking insane. Like imagine like going as absolute high stakes, but imagine like Whitebeard's Quake fruit just going bang right on Nami, and she's just got this huge like sonic barriers just like pulsing back, just sort of like clashes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
That-
the quakes
yeah.
obviously are like vibrations as well as sounds vibrations. So it's got to be like this
Yeah.
big clash of vibrations.
Yeah, but like when you say that, I picture like Nami's fruit not being as powerful as prime Whitebeard's. like I get what you're
Obviously.
saying. It would be
Come
it
on.
would be,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
Another thing with this one, it's saying mimic any sound she hears. Going further with that is sort of like Usopp's trick fruit. Like she could sort of bounce a sound behind her opponent, sort of tricking them, so they go, "Oh, there's someone behind me," and they like look that way or whatever, and then Nami gets a sneaky shot in or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that-
I just
yeah.
think this would be good.
Well, that's the thing. We don't see enough like combo fighting, like Usopp
Like
and
outsmarting
Nami.
the opponent type thing, or
Yeah,
or do
like
you mean
working as
comboing
a
like the
team.
Straw Hats fighting together?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always like 1-on-1, and like I get that. I like watching that.
Yeah, it's a shonen.
And reading it.
That's just how it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
1v1
But, like,
battles.
I would love to see, like you said, like Usopp and Nami able to work together, and then like Zoro coming in and just fucking someone up with his like
Like low
wavy
dipping
sword.
someone.
yeah, low dipping someone. Yeah, yeah. So no, I like that one. These are actually good. They started off a bit.
Yeah, I
but,
know.
yeah.
You gotta just like use your imagination for it.
Exactly.
Just like think like the absolute potential that these devil fruits could go for.
Yeah.
Well, I've only got one left. I've
Okay.
saved the best for last.
Yeah. Let's go.
Debatable, but
Okay.
Gold Roger.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but this one's cool. It's kind of similar to Zora's, however. So Snapchat AI has said, what if Gold Roger had the mythical blade fruit? So this devil fruit would grant Goldie Roger the power to transform his swords into legendary blades from ancient myths and folklore. Each
That's
sword...
insane.
Yeah, I agree. Each sword would possess unique and extraordinary abilities, such as the ability to control fire, summon lightning, or even cut through space itself. So this is just a sort of like a one-up of what it gave us with Zoro's devil fruit.
Wait. Sorry, it just hit me. Did you say it cuts through space itself? Like, is it going like? Okay, go on. Sorry.
It's OP, dude. Come on.
Yeah, fuck it is.
It's Gold
going through
Roger.
space. Yeah, cool.
So where am I? With the mythical blade fruit, Goldie Roger would become an unstoppable force. He already was, but yes, wielding the power of ancient legends and leaving a trail of awe-inspiring battles in his wake. It would truly be a devil fruit worthy of the king of the pirates.
Yeah, well, what do you reckon? I think I'm picturing like a handle, and that's it. And then it's like he can pull out like anyone's sword from One Piece history.
So you're
It's
meaning like the handle like it would be sheathed, and when he unsheaths it, it can come out as any different blade?
No, like he can hold it.
Okay,
And then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just when
That's
he
what I was
wheels
imagining.
it out. And it has the
Yeah.
exact same power, like it's like identical.
Yeah. So
Like Mihawk's blade, he can just pull that out. Like
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, he could just switch up his sword into one of Mihawk's or one of Zoro's.
or fucking
Like
is it
Odin's.
Enma? Is that Odin's?
Yeah.
Enma, yeah.
So yeah, this is very similar to sort of Zoro's devil fruit that Snapchat gave Zoro, but just seemed slightly enhanced. With that though, would this devil fruit be another one that's sort of better off going into this sword itself over Roger eating it himself?
I don't know, like I'm trying to think how it would work if the sword ate itself. It could maybe be like I said again, the handle itself is that had eaten the fruit, and then it does it. But then also if it's fucking, what's his name, Roger, he could grab a fucking stick and it turns into a legendary sword,
Whoa.
which is like OP.
That is OP, dude. Cutting through space itself with a stick, dude.
Hear me out. He
Okay,
grabs someone and it turns into a
What?
sword, dude.
Just one taps.
Yeah.
That's like that's like what Sugar was doing, making the toys, but like
Yeah.
Roger's doing it, and just it's even worse because the toys still had like thoughts, they still had conscious, like like instead of just turns him into a sword, just leaves him there.
That's exactly what I was doing. I was just walks
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to someone like boop, and just walks away. No, what would make it less OP is that it's timed. So maybe after like 5 minutes, if he hasn't held it, turns back into a person.
Yeah, okay.
That seems more realistic.
Or picture like it's like the basic sword, and every time he changes it into something, he's maybe got 10 seconds of it being that. So he can change it into like I can't even think of any folklore weapons except for bloody Mjolnir from like Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah.
So that's sort of what's coming to mind for me. I know it's not a sword, but I can picture Roger sort of. It just quickly changes to that, and then he just does this big lightning sort of bam on his enemy, and then like after he's done that, it just switches back to his sword.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, or even like Poseidon's trident.
Oh.
That'd be pretty wicked.
Yeah, well that is in One Piece, so that could be.
That is in One Piece, yeah.
Yeah. I know, those are good, man. I like those.
Okay, hang on. One last one. What
I know
if,
you last one.
No, sorry. I mean, like last like idea for a weapon for it to switch into. I'm just thinking of like a big like giant's hammer or a giant sword or something. Like imagine he's Roger's coming down with this big like over the shoulder swing. As he does it, as it's coming down, changes the blade up to this giant's sword and just goes boom, maximum damage.
Maximum damage, yeah. No, but it would have to be a sword which is known. So he can't just like change. You told that like it changes the size and it just like expands into someone. Like, yeah.
Look, man, it's gold, Roger.
Look, I wouldn't expect any less from the king.